Greetings and welcome back, everyone, to technically the third, but actually the second VOD for Hearthstone coaching that we're going to be doing today. Dills, we're gonna be heading back into the arena like we did the first time. Yeah.
I like arena.
I would tell the story about how we did an episode of this with Tom Merritt, but it was lost to the ether.
Yeah, gone forever, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's sad. So, anyways, we're hanging out tonight. We're playing some games. You know what? And we're like, we should do another coaching VOD because everyone's been wanting to see it. So, if you listen to the Angry Chicken, you probably know that I'm not a huge fan of the arena. So as I was sitting here with Dills, kicking his butt with a rogue deck and constructed, I was just like, Dills, I've got an arena deck made, ready to go. It's a Shaman deck. You guys can take a look at it right here.
I'm actually not seeing your screen yet.
Oh, okay. Let me share that with you. And that's gonna mess some things up, but it's.
I have a question for you. How many arena wins do you have total?
Not a ton.
Okay.
And, now this is messing everything up. Okay, can you see my?
Yeah, I can see it now.
Cool. All right.
I just want to gauge like how many.
Well, we can actually see that, can't we? We can go down here. We can go.
It's just in your quest log.
Quest log, because that's where things. 41 arena.
41. Wins. All right.
Compared to my 202 constructed wins.
Yeah.
So you can see what I like playing.
Yeah. By comparison, I have 716 arena wins.
Holy shit.
And 394 play mode wins.
So you just play way more than I do, apparently.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Apparently.
But nonetheless, the other night, a few nights ago, the reason I have a deck that I haven't played with, I'm like, I'm going to stream some Hearthstone. You know what? All right. I'm going to buckle down and do the arena. And I get about halfway through making this deck, and Dills gets on and is like, all right, I'm ready to learn Dota. I'm like, okay. Well, I guess I'm finishing up this deck and teaching Dills Dota, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
Started to teach Dills Dota anyway. But anyway, so now what we have here is a Shaman deck for the arena that, honestly, I think has some serious potential.
I like your curve.
Yeah.
Just looking at nothing else, I really like the curve.
Yep. And so I also managed to get a Gruul.
Holy crap!
Which made me quite happy. I forget what the other legendary options were. One of them was the Murloc, and I'm like, well, clearly not doing that.
Yeah, that is the wrong choice.
Yeah, it was pretty much. Oh, and the other was Deathwing, and I was like, no.
Okay.
No, I'd rather play Gruul.
Deathwing is fine, but Deathwing is the thing about Deathwing in Arena is he's tricky to play. You have to find that situation where, like, you want the other guy's hand to be somewhat empty as well.
Yeah.
Before you bust out a Deathwing, because if you bust him out and the other guy has 4 cards in his hand, it's not likely that Deathwing is going to insta-win you the game like some people think it might. So
yeah. So, anyways, let's look through here, and we've got one Earthshock. I love these for dealing with the who are the 1/1 guys with bubbles.
Well, they insta-kill Scarlet Crusaders and they insta-kill Twilight Drakes.
Yeah. And the 1/1s that everyone's been using as like a buff outlet in aggro decks. And
they also insta-kill recruits that have been Blessing of Kings, which is common as well in Paladins. Like, you'll see that a lot, where someone will play one of the recruits and then they'll put a Blessing of Kings on it. And
I mean, in the current meta, we're seeing tons of minions with 1 life getting buffed up beyond 1 life. And Earthshock, which in the early days, no Shaman in the right mind was running Earthshock. But now, because we're seeing so many 1 health minions getting buffed, Earthshock is just a 1 mana counter to a buffed 1 health minion.
It's also good just as a straight up silence. I mean, you can use it, like I've seen a couple times where I've won a game because one of my guys was frozen, and then I Earthshock my own dude, unfreeze him, and I have lethal. Like, there's a lot of situations where a silence like that can come.
I didn't know being frozen was like an effect that was affected by a silence.
Yeah, you can silence someone who's frozen and unfreeze them.
All right.
But you got to be careful though, because if you silence, I don't know, somebody that's like super buffed, he loses the buffs also. I mean, it's a straight up silence, so it loses all effects basically.
Yeah, indeed. So, anyways, looking through here, just I did the Dills rule, which is just take 2 drops, just take them when in doubt. That's why there's a freaking River Crocolisk in here, which I would never normally take.
And he's not like, I prefer 3 2s over 2 3s, but in a lot of situations, the 2 3's just fine.
Again, I believe looking at when he came up, it was like a Murloc or something else. It was all pretty.
He's a fine choice because it's just a solid body. You pair a River Croc up with like a healing totem too, and he's hard to kill. So
yeah. So anyway, it's looking like this could be fairly aggressive, but I still have control elements in here. We've got the Earth Shock, the Forked Lightning, the Rockbiter weapon, 2 Stormforged axes.
But I've also noticed that you've got 2 hexes, which is a pretty big deal in Arena.
Yes.
You want to have just outright removal, and that's pretty much what hex is. I mean, it leaves the 0/1 on the board, but the 0/1 doesn't matter. I see you also got several ways to draw cards, which is really good too. And then you got a Faceless Manip and a Gruul, which is really good because if you get that chance, and an Earth Elemental, you've got a couple of guys. I mean, you could Faceless Manip your Reckless Rocketeer if he's still alive after the turn you play him. You've got some good options here. Yep. A good finisher, I see, could be Reckless Rocketeer Windspeaker. Insta 10 damage.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. That is a really good combo.
Yeah. And you got a Spellbreaker, so you do have some other silence as well. So you've got some good stuff in here.
Imagine a perfect scenario where we drop the Reckless Rocketeer next to the Flame Tongue Totem.
Oh my goodness, yeah, exactly. Then you have 14 damage instantly.
Yeah.
So you've got some really strong cards here. And the one thing I'm seeing, though, right now is I'm seeing an Unbound Elemental, and I'm not seeing a lot of Overload cards.
Oh, but it's because you're not looking. We've got Stormforged Axe. We've got Forked Lightning. We've
okay, so you got about 4
Feral Spirits.
Okay.
And there was something. Oh, and the Earth Elemental.
Oh, and the Earth Elemental, yes. Okay, so you've got 5 cards then with Overload. That's pretty decent then.
Yeah, and on top of that, Earth Elemental 2/4 for 3. Not the worst card to play naked.
Yeah. So. You should be able to pair them up with an Overload, though.
Yeah. All right, well, shall we get this party rolling?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's get in here. Find that opponent.
And now, on the first game, there's a couple ways this could go. You could get someone who's incredibly tough, or you could get an absolute scrub on game 1. And you hope for the scrubs.
Always hope for the scrubs. Normally, if I'm playing Constructed, I want a good game. But if I'm in Arena and cards and gold are up for grabs, I want the worst players possible.
Well, this guy is an apprentice, so you should be able to take him down, I think.
Again, Dills is overlaying on top of my opponent's name, but yeah, his name is Apprentice, so hence the joke. Definitely get rid of that.
Yeah.
Probably.
I honestly think you get rid of the Ghoul, too, and try to get one of your actual 2-drops, because the Stormforged Axe is technically a 2-drop. So overloads you on the next turn, so you only have 2 on the next turn as well.
Right.
It's a little tricky to play, but you will be able to probably kill 3 things with. Oh, there you go.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
Unless he plays something I absolutely have to kill.
Well, the beauty, exactly. Depending on what he plays here, like if he plays a Knife Juggler, then you Stormforged Axe. But the good news is, well, actually, I might axe that.
Yeah, it's such a outlet for buffs.
Mm-hmm.
I'd axe that.
Well,
because next turn we can play this and draw a card.
Exactly.
And we still have a weapon on board.
You have a turn 2 play. So go. Right. Yeah, I'll go for it.
Yeah.
Unless he oozes you, you're going to be in good shape.
So let's take a look. He's got 2 mana. He's already spent the coin.
Yeah.
And there's the ooze.
Oh my god, there it is.
There it is. It is Arena. Oozes are high picks.
Everybody takes ooze.
All right. This is not a wonderful play, but at the very least I should draw the card.
Well, you could also just totem, and that wouldn't be terrible.
But then what do next turn I have 4 mana, and I don't even really have a 4 mana play.
That's true. This is true.
So I'd almost rather...
it's tough for you to lose tempo by just toteming here. So I think, Novice is fine. You draw a card. You throw him out there. He probably just dies for free, but just replaced immediately. So.
All right.
Ooze and lose. They say that because ooze is so powerful.
It is.
And in Arena, everybody chooses all weapons that come their way too. So
right. It's a strong card in both Constructed and Arena. Throw down a Manatide Totem. It's actually a good play by him right now because I don't have a way to kill it.
It might actually be worth a Hex, to be quite honest.
Hex the Manatide Totem?
Yeah, I think honestly he'll go wild on you right now. You don't have any way to deal with it this turn or the next turn.
Yeah, crap.
Yeah, I feel like I might just hex that thing. Because as much as it sucks to do, he's going to be drawing cards for the next foreseeable future, like at least 3 or 4 turns.
And as much as I'd like to get a guy out now, if we're in real trouble next turn, we can play the Earth Elemental if we absolutely have to.
Yes, you can.
So I think that's the right call. So we're going to go ahead and hex this Manatide Totem.
Yep, Manatide Totem is that important to get rid of. It's better than Nat Piggle.
Nat Piggle's kind of awful.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you could Earth Elemental now. Next turn you would have 3 mana if you did that, which gives you Flesh Eating Ghoul or Earth Elemental or Acolyte of Pain. So lots of options. So I think it's actually okay to do.
And since I'll definitely be killing something with my Earth Elemental next turn, the Flesh Eating Ghoul will be a good play.
If it's alive,
True.
Which is doubtful.
Yeah, well, you never know. He might not have a hex.
Well, he's got 7 damage already there, so he just needs 1 more damage somewhere.
That's a good point.
And that's very likely that he has that. He could have Lightning Bolt, Rockbiter Weapon, his own weapon,
Stormforged Axe, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Whatever the case is, I'm going to be eating some cards here, and that's still a good thing.
Exactly. This is going to cause him to deal with it.
What's your play, Mr. Other Thrall? Mr. Apprentice?
I have noticed, though, lately in Arena, it's getting tougher. And maybe other people can back me up on this. I've heard this from other streamers as well, that people are starting to figure out how to play Arena a little more. So it's getting a little hairier out there.
Yeah, well, I think people
are making better picks, and
yeah, people in general are just learning how to play this game better. I think there was probably a large influx of people who had never played a card game before.
Yeah.
There's that extra damage.
That's all he needed. Oh.
Is he going to ignore it?
He didn't really need to do that.
Yeah, honestly. That was a strange play. He might just be...
Oh my god, he's just going to try to rush you down.
He's trying to rush me down.
That is... I don't know if I agree with him on that one.
I don't agree with that play at all.
Okay.
Okay, so Flesh Eating Ghoul and kill the...
Flesh Eating Ghoul and kill the 4/2.
Yeah.
You gotta take the 4 damage off the board.
No, I got a 3/3.
So he's got 8 damage right now on the board. So he could get you down to 7 here with just what he has if he decides that's important.
What does he have there? Probably a Lightning Bolt. Oh no, worse. That's much worse than a Lightning Bolt.
That is a good card.
I think we're losing this game, Dills.
It's looking that way right now. He would be wise to kill that. Yeah. Hey.
Yep. I did him a favor by giving him that damn frog.
Well, Earthshock will kill the frog. The question is,
no, it won't. Frog has...
Because you...
Oh, wait, no, well, yeah, it will. Sorry.
But here's the thing. That doesn't really help you because I think you have to totem before you do anything. Because the only thing that will save you right now is a taunt totem. Because he has 10 damage without the frog.
Yeah. Shoot, you're right. This is...
So you have to totem. There's no...
What is it? What is it? No. That's game.
Ain't gonna cut it.
That's game.
Yeah, he lost.
Yep. Well, let's see if he's terrible at math.
I guess it could be. I guess without the Spellbreaker? I don't know.
Yeah, never, folks, never underestimate your opponent being terrible at math.
Could happen.
I see it happen in Magic games all the
time. Don't say well played either, because then he'll instantly know.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
That's okay.
So he is. He graduated kindergarten.
We're good. He does know that 6 + 4 is 10. Alright, well, I'll say this. Getting oozed and having the overload, I think, was pretty much the beginning of the end there. I think that was, you just fell behind after 1 turn. Which brings up exactly what I was saying, and what you followed, which is that the early game is really what sets the tone in Arena. It's not like everybody's playing aggro all the time,
right.
But if you fall behind early, it's really tough to catch back up. So let's queue up again.
All right. Finding opponent.
Let's hope it's not a worthy opponent. Come on, no worthy opponent. No worthy opponent.
Give me somebody's 3-year-old brother. Who, for whatever reason, is probably amazing at this game.
Yeah, you don't want the kids.
Nah.
The kids are our future, and they know how to play Hearthstone. Let's see what we get. Oh, we're the opponent. Oh, man, I wish it would have been Huffy Hunter, but...
We missed that Diamond League player, though.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, my God. And you got a mage.
Mage named All Good. And this is a terrible starting hand, except for that Stormforged Axe.
Yeah. You gotta get those 2-drops, man.
Yeah.
They're out there. They exist.
They will come.
Now, hopefully he doesn't have an ooze right off the bat. Oh, this is much better. Okay.
All right.
The beauty of this is you can coin out the Knife Juggler and then back it up with an axe. Yeah. And you'll actually be in good shape.
That's what I'll do. And then he'll... What is it? Arcane Torrent, the 3 random damage?
Well, no. Arcane Missiles, I don't think he'd do that. I think if he has anything to remove this... Well, we'll know. If he pings it, then he doesn't have anything. He'll ping it again on the next turn. Mm-hmm. If he plays anything, I think we'll probably see a Frostbolt.
What to do? What to do?
But you definitely put pressure on when you throw out an early Knife Juggler like this.
Right.
Knife Juggler is a 3/2 with taunt, basically.
That does 1 damage every time you play a minion.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he doesn't have a way to deal with it, so it's going to die on the next turn. Pretty much guaranteed.
Oh, wait. Or he's going to play that.
Wow, that's perfect for you.
Yeah, this is good times. That's what this is.
That is awesome.
We can kill it with the axe.
Kill it with the axe. 3 to the face. Nice he played that and didn't have the Arcane Missiles to back it up, because he had... They would have been 0 mana cost after he played that guy. So now he's probably regretting the fact that he didn't ping it.
That works.
That's fine.
That's the start of my turn, though.
Okay, well, you're going to have to totem either way, so, you know what, though? Yeah, no, just totem. Totem first.
Now, the question here is, since it only does 1 damage... Oh, I can kill it with my...
Yeah, I think you do, because you're not going to kill it with the swinging your axe. It means that he'll be able to ping your Knife Juggler off next turn, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Your Knife Juggler's gone.
Okay.
The other option here, too, is you could actually just go straight to the face with a Knife Juggler, but you risk the Demolisher killing the Knife Juggler for free at the start of his next turn.
Although now with this... Yeah, that is a good point. If that happens, if that doesn't happen, we're in good shape.
33% chance it's going to happen. I don't think you should let that happen.
Yeah, okay.
It takes away his tempo as well if he has to use a...
yeah, still has to use the 2 mana.
Exactly. He has to use 2 mana to deal with it. So, again, a Demolisher is similar to a Knife Juggler, and that's kind of something that's got to go.
Yeah, we have glitched out the farm, by the way. This is good luck.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's what you didn't do last game.
Yeah. I find anytime I don't have 3 carrots, I lose.
Okay.
Wow, okay. Playing a Sunfire Protector with nothing to protect. Well,
yeah, but it's fine. It's a 2/3.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think for tempo's sake you play the Wolves here. I think you just play the Silver Moon Guardian. It could deal with it next turn, and then I just go to the face with the 1/1.
And just not swing with my weapons?
Nah, don't swing with the axe.
Okay.
So far he hasn't played news, so doubtful he has one, and it'd be nice to have that 2 damage just chilling there whenever you need it. Although I guess he could have killed it right now, but I don't know. To me, I don't think that thing is worth getting rid of at this moment. It's arguable.
Mm-hmm.
In 2 turns, you will have a Fire Elemental, which is absolutely fantastic.
There's going to be a fight on the in the comments of this video about what we should have done to that Sunfury Protector.
I know, yeah. Oh, see, now you should have killed the Sunfury Protector with the Totem and the Axe.
Because that happens. Yeah, that's bad times right there.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
And we got our Gruul for when we get to turn 8.
There's a couple things you could do here. You could actually silence your own dude and just straight up kill that guy. You could also just totem, and I actually like totem Feral Spirit here. He's 1 turn away from Flame Strike, so you don't have to worry too much about loading the board up.
Okay. Just thinking.
Because also, if you get a healing totem here, that's kind of a blowout. You heal your guy back up to 3/3, and he can't get killed by that 2/3.
Yeah, okay, I like that play. Because even if he decides to run the Sun Fury Protector into one of the 2/3s, it puts it within range of my axe for the next turn.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Well, he can't kill a Feral Spirit with that thing, so he needs something else. He needs some help somewhere else.
Yep.
Oh, why didn't we get the healing totem?
But we'll take it.
Yeah. Just hold on to the axe still. Honestly, the 2/3 isn't the issue here. It was the Cone of Cold that was the issue.
Exactly.
So this means next turn we'll have 4 mana, not 6. So we'll probably have to do Gnomish Inventor or Totem Ooze. You probably don't want to do too much on the next turn because he will be on Flame Strike range.
Yeah. Gnomish Inventor might be the way to go, so I get a card out of it.
Exactly. Gnomish Inventor is basically 0 cards.
Oh, look at that. That's actually... Well, no. Well,
hello.
Got a way to work with it.
Yeah, I think you do it.
Yeah.
I'm playing much bigger stuff than that, honestly.
Yeah.
So just go for it, and then you just... I wouldn't use one of your creatures... I would use one of your creatures to kill the frog.
And then axe
the axe to kill the 2/1. Yeah,
we're still sitting pretty at 25 health, so...
Yeah, you don't have to worry about your health yet.
I agree with that. We'll use my weakened 2/1.
And then axe that guy, and then you've got damage to his face. And now you haven't added to the board as well, but it still looks like a board that most mages would probably Flame Strike.
Right.
However, he Flame Strikes here, he kind of loses all of his tempo right now, which is good.
But doesn't
he basically stops. So he's not doing that. Okay.
He never underestimate them just not having the cards.
True, but the thing about Flame Strike is it's a common card, so most mages get at least 1 in a draft. So that's one of the cards you can almost always predict on turn 7 from a mage. But he might have put 2 and 2 together and thought, this is not that big of a problem. So
yeah. Now the scary thing is we're in constant threat of that happening.
Yeah, but so Fire Elemental's perfect here because not only does it kill that thing, but it's got 5 health, so
it survives
the flame. The mana to Flame Strike and ping on the next turn.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the way to go.
Yep, it's a safe play.
Get rid of that guy. Another 5 damage.
Yep, and you still got 1 more swing of the axe when you need it, which is pretty good. The next turn you've got Gruul. He has not used a
polymorph.
Has not used a polymorph yet. But again, we don't know if he has one. I don't think you've put anything out. Well, we might. If he polymorphs this, Fire Elemental, then you feel pretty good about putting Gruul out there.
Yep. What you doing? What are you
doing? He might do that.
Just thinking. Or he fell asleep at his keyboard, like some streamers I know.
I'm gonna talk about one thing that Mage did just now that I think is a common mistake is that he played his 2/3 Crocodile, then he played Arcane Intellect and drew 2 cards. Probably want to draw 2 cards before you decide that the Croc is your play.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. All right, you can deal with all of this pretty easily here.
So yeah, I can axe Little Miss Sorcerer's Apprentice right here.
Yep, you axe that, you Fire Elemental the 4/4, and then you 3/2 off the 1/3, and then you play Gruul.
Yeah, I'd say that's a sizable play right there.
Everything on his side dies, you have stuff alive, and you have Gruul. So, we could definitely see a polymorph here, but if he does poly, you still got stuff on the board. There's no way to clear your entire board. Because if he polys, that's 4. He can't follow it up with a Flame Strike. He could follow it up with a Blizzard. Even that wouldn't clear your entire board. You'd still have a 2/1 on the board.
With taunt.
With taunt. Well, it would be at that point it'd be a 2-1 that might as well not exist because of the fact that the mage would just ping it off in the next turn. But whatever.
Oh, there's that. Okay.
All right, that should do it. That ought to do it, mage.
Now he can ping off my totem, which is utterly useless with the cards I have in hand.
Oh boy, this guy's in trouble.
It's a good thing we didn't leave minions on the board.
Yep.
All right.
So he's going to continue to grow. Oh, Faceless Manipulator to your Gruul. What an awesome play that is.
Oh my freaking god.
Yep.
Wait, we could also give this Gruul Wind Fury.
No, you can't. Not with that guy. That's the wrong guy.
Oh, sorry.
That has Wind Fury. You do have another one, though.
Yeah, I'm thinking of...
that's the other guy.
Oh, man, this is going to make him so sad.
This is kind of a blowout. And then just draw a card.
Yep. I bet it will. I bet it will. Yeah. Go for the face?
Oh, yeah. Put the pressure on. Hunter up, too, so... You have 2 10-9s on the board.
This is ridiculous. This poor guy.
There's your,
That's cute. He can get rid of one of them.
Yeah. Give it Wind Fury, just for shits and giggles here.
Oh, we're gonna BM here. Well played.
Such BM.
But I want to attack a second time.
Oh, I have Wind Fury. Oh, hello.
He says hello. It's all good, man.
That worked out slightly better than the one before.
Yeah. I feel like he lost it more than we wanted. He just never had anything, really.
Well, the Flame Strike clearly came way too late.
Yeah.
If he'd had it... But so the thing is, though, we did play around it. I mean, even if he had played at the turn that, on turn 7... He had 4 creatures on the board, though, and most of them had already traded or done some sort of work at that point.
True, but if they weren't up the turn following that when he dropped the 3 minions, that Frostwolf dude would have been a problem.
Yeah.
Although we could have silenced him because we had Nurse Shock.
Yeah, that's why you clear the board, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's just...
Yeah.
Because you don't... I mean, if you... The only time where you, skip and go for the face, in my opinion... is when you can't clear the entire board. Sometimes you just force him to trade.
Yeah.
But if you can clear the whole board and he's basically stuck putting minions down from scratch, then you're usually in a really good spot.
Yeah.
Clearing one creature and leaving one up is generally not a good idea. So it's usually better just get rid of the whole damn thing. You leave one guy up, then they can buff that guy, and that guy can do some damage. So
yeah.
Especially in Arena, you're going to see this a lot more. In Constructed, you'll see a lot more going straight for the face and letting the other guy trade. But in Arena, you really got it. And also, I mean, think about the creatures he had down there. He had a Sorcerer's Apprentice. That's got to go in a Mage deck. He had a Mana Worm. That has to go in a Mage deck before it gets crazy. And he had a Gadgets and Auctioneer. All of that shit has to go.
Yeah. The Auctioneer, doesn't matter what you're playing. That thing needs to go away. If you never played again, we haven't been seeing them as much since the wipe. So if you're unfamiliar with them, it's a 4/4, and every time you cast a spell, you get to draw a card when the Gadgets and Auctioneer is out in play.
Yeah. So you really only saw them, and you still see them now in the Miracle Rogue deck, but that's pretty much the only place you see them.
Yeah.
The Miracle Rogue deck is basically what I was calling the broken rogue deck before, which is you put in all of the low-cost rogue spells, so even Preparation and Conceal and Shadow Step and all that stuff, and you basically just cycle through your deck really, really quickly once you get to turn 5.
Yeah.
They did nerf it a little bit, but it still mostly works. You just have to set your whole thing up on turn 6 rather than turn 5. So.
Yeah. Well, let's do another, shall we?
One more. Let's go for it.
Let's do it.
Well, that one was... I mean, when you can finish the game with Wind Fury Gruul, then that game went well for you.
Didn't even need it. Just slapped it down for the bad manners.
For the lulz. Yeah, double Gruul. That's hard to deal with.
Yeah.
It's hard to deal with.
Yeah.
At that point, he would have had to have 2 sheep, which he obviously didn't have 1, so... That poor guy. All right, warrior. Okay.
Warrior named Blue Screen.
Well, unless he's got all the warrior weapons, warrior decks can be somewhat limited in Arena.
Yep.
They generally will have the weapons, though. You might see a Fiery War Axe early, which some people are starting to call the Fiery Wind Axe.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, because it often ends up with you winning the game if you can play it on turn 2.
I don't feel like Thrall would say greetings, friend, to Garrosh.
Probably not. I think it's totem time here. I don't think you do anything else.
Never play the axe unless you have a target.
Exactly. Yeah, playing the axe here would be.
I could rock biter weapon to his face.
Well, that's the best totem you could have got in this scenario, I think. To actually have something with attack on the board.
Yeah.
You get a couple options next turn, depending on what he plays. Probably it's going to be, if he put something out, which he didn't, it would have probably been Rock Biter Totem. Oh, perfect.
Hey.
Ooh, perfect. Yeah, that's definitely going down.
Awesome cards. What we get? We got the...
And that would have been better to have.
Yep.
So that card kind of sucks, but you know what you could do is if you put it out and it lives, you can Rock Biter that guy and do massive damage.
Yep. That'd be 10 damage. 10 damage on a 3-mana card.
Yep.
Well, 4 mana.
Yeah, it'd be 4 mana at that point, but...
Yeah.
Most likely, though, you're going to be playing the Silver Moon Guardian next turn.
For the king.
Oh.
No, look at that.
Well, actually, what the? What the what?
Strange. Okay, so we've got a lot of, well, sort of a lot of options here.
What crap was that?
I guess it's still the Silver Moon Guardian.
Yeah, none of your stuff trades with him, so I just play the Silver Moon and go straight to his face. I don't understand why he clear off one of your guys. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it's very, very weird.
The next turn, you've got Unbound Elemental Stoneforged Axe. You've also got Tiger. You've got Totem Thrallmar, which probably isn't going to happen. Got Hex Totem. You got a lot of options next turn.
Yeah. I'd like to do the Unbound Stormforged.
I think that's what's going to end up happening. Oh, good for you, buddy. You got rid of a shield.
Oh, that is good for him, though.
Okay.
There's that Fiery War.
Actually gets rid of something here if he just goes into your face again.
Goes for my face.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of the right move because we can't kill any of his stuff.
Well, you can kill his owl.
Yeah.
And well, no. Kill the owl with your axe because you're gonna play it.
Oh, it's right.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Unbound. Stormforged axe. Kill that owl. Can combo play a Fiery War Axe plus that dude, which would be fine if he does. He should probably before that thing gets out of control. He doesn't know how many more
Overload cards I have. We have both of my hexes in hand now.
That's true. So you can kind of look at this.
Seemed a little overkill, but okay.
So he is one of those guys who thinks that you should armor up before you attack. Somehow having more health is better. Effectively the exact same thing.
Doesn't really make any difference either way.
I think it's time to use your storm or your rock biter weapon and just get rid of this stupid thing.
Yep, I'd have to do it on myself, but that's okay.
Yeah, you kill yourself and that gets you to 5 attack. But that thing is just annoying the crap out of everybody.
What the other play is. We could just drop the Thrallmire after this, I guess.
Well, you can also... I think you'd want to use up all of your mana. So I think the better move would be Croc Totem. Yeah. Like, I feel like what happens is if you use Thrallmar here, you leave yourself... You float 1 mana this turn, and what ends up... What I feel like ends up happening is when you float mana 1 turn, you end up floating mana the next turn as well. And it kind of starts this chain reaction of you spending less mana than you're actually allotted to spend. It's not that you want to spend all your mana every turn, but if there's a play that involves spending all your mana that's the same as the other play,
yeah,
then I think it's fine. I think that's the way to go.
Okay, so he can get rid of the... Oh, that's no fun.
That need to get X'd, to be quite honest.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to go.
Oh, you kind of do now. Never mind.
Or, I can just sack this totem.
Yeah, you sack the totem and you fire elemental that thing.
Yep.
So, easy call. Easy.
That top deck.
Yep. Alright. I was considering, before he played Frothing Berserker, I think the play would have been Tiger Totem on turn 7 there.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
It's much better.
Well, this guy...
That's fine, because you attack him with your fire elemental, and it's going to heal back up to a 6/4? 6/3.
6/3.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. And then you've got Tiger and Scarlet Crusader, probably?
Yeah, that's absolutely, I think, what we should do.
Yep. Healing Totem is coming in handy right now.
Healing Totem is
We don't need to place these guys any specific way against the warrior, so if you were playing like a rogue, you'd want to put your...
It's okay.
You want to put your Tiger in the middle so that you couldn't betrayal off everything.
Yeah.
If you were playing a mage, you put the Tiger in the middle so you couldn't kind of cold.
Hunter for explosive shot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Alright, so we got a 3/4. Everyone picks a card that we can silence.
Silence that card.
Oh, sexy.
Joe.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely silence that.
Well, hold on a sec, because we want to clear the whole board.
Yeah, you can.
Using a hex.
Tiger and a Scarlet Crusader.
Well, what I'm saying, using a hex might be the better way to go.
Nah, save your hex.
Really?
You might have something scarier.
Okay.
You can kill this pretty easily with just silencing it. It's just not going to bring out the little guy. 3/1 goes to the 3/3.
Join or die.
So the 2/3.
Man, I almost just want to sack her and swing and hit him for 5.
Yeah, but I think having more minions on the board is better. Your Tiger's going to heal back up.
Okay. If he has an execute, sir, I'm going to be angry. Thromar Totem.
Yep. It's it's a warrior, so you don't have to worry about him. Just
man, Bloodlust would have been wonderful in this deck.
Right? Especially if you end up in situations such as these.
Yeah.
I hear you got a problem.
Okay, no execute. We are...
Okay.
Got a lot of damage on board is what we have.
Let's calculate here.
Oh, wait. Doesn't this get rid of stealth?
No.
No? You can't. Oh, that would be
so.
AoE. Sorry, I'm thinking of Mass the Spell from a priest.
So you got 4, 8, 11, 16... 18, or sorry, no, 17. You're one short. You're one short, right? 4, 8, 11, 16, 17, 19 with the axe swing. So, clear the 1/4, and then just swing everything else into the face. You have that 4/3, which is perfect because he heals back up.
Oh, he gets 1 armor.
Oh man. And then, I mean, the beauty here is that he can't even attack you with this 7/5 because you've got a taunt totem up.
Yep, I can't even play anything. I have 10 mana and it's pointless. I can't.
You have no creatures, so.
Yep.
I guess if there's any turn not to have creatures in your hand, this would be the one. And look at that, full health tiger. Uh-oh, not the totem! Phew. Oh man, scared me for a second.
That could have been bad. What did I got rid of the Farseer?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe not. Alright, we might kill the tiger.
Yeah, okay. Wait, what? Why would
you win?
I win. That was really not smart.
He didn't want his guy to die, I guess.
Okay.
Swing to the face.
Well played. All right.
Minus not getting rid of the tiger, which I think he would have had 1 health if he got rid of the tiger, right?
Yeah.
No, actually, he might have been dead regardless. Let me think. Because you still had 1 damage floating that you could have used.
Well, the 1 damage floating was the Earth Shock, which can't attack a hero.
No, you had the novice. You didn't even attack with the novice because you finished him with the axe.
Right.
So you still had 1 more damage you could have gotten. I think he was dead either way because he killed a 4 attack guy. So instead of killing a 5 attack guy, so I think he was dead either way.
I guess that's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah, he was dead either way.
Okay.
7, 10. Yeah, 7, 9, 10. Yep.
Okay. Wonderful.
This deck is working.
It is.
So the first game, I'll just say this: he oozed, he didn't lose. Ever since then, you've been able to play your axe and actually use the damn thing. So I think that has a lot to do with why you were able to handily win those games.
Yeah, even in my constructed Shaman deck, the Stormforged Axe is the backbone of the deck. It helps that my tempo is set by that axe being on board.
Well, not only that, but it's a 3-for-1 in most cases, right? So tempo-wise, it's great, but card advantage-wise, it's great as well. You don't even need to draw more cards. Like, card draw matters less when you can use less cards to deal with his cards, right? So the fact that you get 3 swings out of that thing is just insane. It's really good. And a lot of people, when they first start playing this game, think, I don't want to take that damage to my face. And then you see this a lot, actually, like a player. You can kind of tell a player who's brand new to the game because they will equip like a fiery war axe or something and then just swing right into your face in arena, leaving a minion on the board. And I know the thought process in their mind is I don't want to take the damage to the face. But the fact is you're going to take that damage either way.
Right. If you have a weapon that can kill an opponent's minion,
yes,
9 times out of 10, unless there's like some kind of taunt on board that eats that minion entirely, you want to kill that minion because otherwise you're going to take the damage and they're going to still have the guy on the board. So I'd rather take the damage and remove that guy from the board.
Yeah. But I mean, also you end up having your guys stay on the board, his guys die. Yeah, you take some damage, but over time you overwhelm the guy because your creatures live and his die.
Yeah.
So that initial damage is fine. And yes, weapons can be used great, like in constructed as just go to the face type situations, like the warrior deck that Artosis played.
Yeah.
Was pretty much a deck designer on using the weapons just to get damage on the face. Like he thought about an Arcanite Reaper as 10 damage to the face for 5 mana. That's the way he thought of that card. But in Arena, that's definitely not the correct way to play. Arena is all about managing the board, building up your side of the board, decimating his side of the board. At the end of every turn, you want to have creatures and him have none. That's kind of the deal. So I think this deck is going to excel in being able to do that. You have enough removal, and you have the axes, and you have solid creatures. That's pretty much what you need to do.
Yeah, looks good. Well,
yeah, man.
Awesome. Well, I think that'll wrap up this edition of Hearthstone Coaching.
Let's do it.
As always, check out amove.tv. That is the homepage, the home of the Angry Chicken, Starcast, Amove Radio, etc., etc. Check in. Definitely tune into the Angry Chicken live every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Dills, where can people find you?
You can find my Twitch stream, which is generally like a Tuesday, Thursday, one day on the weekend type thing at this point. But you can find that at twitch.tv/WillieDillsSF. If you follow me on Twitter at WillieDills, sometimes my Twitter will spam the hell out of you that I'm going live on Twitch because, I've been known to have some streaming troubles lately and have to turn it back on and off. So, but I think I've fixed them. I think the stream is going good. So check me out there. I'm generally playing Hearthstone. We may throw in some Dota once I don't suck and I actually know how to play a little bit. And I might stream some Diablo at some point too, because I'm starting to play back through that campaign. So check me out there.
Awesome. Well, until the next time, I've been Garrett at Garrett Art. He's been Dills at Willie Dills. Job done.
Job's done.